Good afternoon, everybody. I'm super excited to be here talking to you again, 1:15 on Saturday afternoon. Join me, let me know if you're watching in the comments. I'm really excited about today's topic. It's something that has been on my mind for a while, and it's not only been on my mind for a while, but it's really been taking hold into an idea. You know, when you get something stuck in your brain and you're like, oh my God, this is actually the new thing that I have discovered in my gut. I'm like, everywhere that I go, everything that I see, everything that I do, I realize this is an issue that nobody is talking about. And that's what today's topic is about. It's about the most common limiting belief that exists for book authors and how it costs you so much money. It costs you so much time. And I know you're sacrificing time with your kids and time with your family and time on other hobbies that could be bringing you, more joy than sometimes book publishing, being a self-published or indie published author can bring you, or even being a traditionally published author. So I'm really, really happy to be here speaking with you today. If you're not a member of my free group, book publishing, sales, and promotion secrets for authors and entrepreneurs. The link is, here's the address. It's Bestseller Book Publishing in Facebook groups, and I put it in the comments. So hopefully that shows for you as well. If you haven't yet joined my group, please do. That is where I do more live streaming and more coaching with book authors, and more. I get more involved with them. I get more involved with them than I do publicly. I guess I have a slightly different persona in the group, as I would as well in my private mastermind group, Hey Bestseller, which I'll be telling you about in a few minutes. So let me get into the big limiting belief. I'm not going to hold it back from you. Here's what I've been noticing. And I look at other publishers, I look at indie publishers, I look at hybrid publishers, I look at vanity publishers, I look at the vanity press that have been spawned out of traditional publishing companies. I look at authors' traditional publishing contracts frequently, and everything that I'm seeing, everywhere that I see it, and this is not only with publishers, but this is also with editors, with book cover designers. This is also an issue with authors. Almost everyone that I see, the focus in the brain, the idea, the limiting belief that is holding everyone back is the idea that publishing is the end. Publishing is the end goal that you're trying to achieve. And then once that happens, then you can move on to the next step. Or once that happens, you can kick back and things are going to happen for you. Right? And what this does, when you believe that your goal, the main goal, the one thing that you're focused on is getting your book published. And this carries through your writing, it carries through your launch activities, it carries through post-launch activities. When the one thing that you're focused on is publishing, what that does is it stops you, it cuts you off from connecting with potential sponsors. It stops you from connecting with your friends and family who have a desire themselves also to become a published book author, and they would love to join you in one way or another on the journey that you're on. The biggest thing that it does, the biggest challenge that I'm trying to figure out, how do we overcome this problem? And I would love to hear your comments, either in the chat, in the comments. You can send me a DM later, but I really, honestly, truly, I'm searching for how do we overcome this belief, because what happens when you believe that publishing is the goal, even if you know that once you're published, you're going to change your goal. What happens when you allow yourself to believe that publishing is the goal, and the end result is that you don't take action on your publishing, on your promotions until it's too late, until you've lost so many opportunities that when you finally do publish, you finally do launch, you get an underwhelming response from your audience, and that's disappointing. And you feel like, I put in all this effort. I asked everyone, I told them that my book was for sale. Why is nobody buying my book? Why is nobody reading my book? Why is no one leaving reviews? There's other reasons why they're not getting reviews up. But one of the important things that you have to recognize is that, especially with the fact that you're marketing and promoting your book yourself, when you remove that idea that publishing is the end goal, and you replace the primary goal with something more productive, something that allows you to connect with your audience better, like having your primary goal be connecting with individual people and establishing strong relationships with influencers in your category. Because it doesn't matter how much audience you have. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter how much audience you have now. It doesn't matter how much branding you've developed. It doesn't matter whether your book title is finished or your book cover. It doesn't matter if you've even started writing. Right? The fact of the matter is, once you've made the decision and you are called to share your message with the world in a book or in any other platform, you have to reach out to people and recruit them to support you, to participate, to get value out of it in the same way that you will in the process, right? Because that's all that matters in life is the process. That is what is really important, is enjoying the process, is recognizing, okay, I'm going to be challenged in ways that I can expect, and I'm going to be challenged in some ways that I can't expect and anticipate. I'm going to be criticized for putting my efforts out there publicly, and some people are going to say very much, you need to be more perfect before you put stuff out there. But they're wrong. Because if you wait until you're perfect to start putting stuff out there, you're going to miss valuable opportunities to connect with people in a very real way, in a way that says that you're authentic, that you are honest, that you're true to yourself, that the fact of the matter is your message is so important. You have a responsibility to put it out there today. And I don't care if you're writing, if your book is fiction, you still have a responsibility to put it out there today, to be sharing your book in advance of writing it, in advance of publishing it. You need to let people know that it exists. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, we've all heard this now in advertising. This is not something only people in advertising know. But in order to actually impact someone's consciousness with your message, with your offer, with your book, in order for them to even be aware that you have something to offer them, you have to put that message in front of them 7 to 14 times. Right? We get bombarded with so many messages, with so many things, that 7 to 14 times. And the fact is, nobody wants 7 to 14 times of the same message, or even a similar message for the same thing. Nobody wants that in a week. We don't want to feel like we're being stalked by our author friends to buy their books to support them, right? So if you know you have to do it 7 to 14 times, why not post about your book every day, but without links, right? Only post with a link, only post selling once out of every 7 days. But every single day you share something about your author journey with your audience, with your family, with your friends. What you're doing is you're opening up doors. You're letting people who are in your category of business, who are associated with your message that is in your book, that is important to you. You're letting people who have other services and other professional capabilities that you need as a book author. You can't just associate yourself with writers and with other book authors and with fans and readers, right? You have to hire maybe lawyers and editors, of course, and publishers, and like all sorts of things. So you want to be able to connect with your family and friends in a new way than just being related, right? And you want to let them know what is most important to you in this world that they can support. And if they look at Facebook, the way that I do, it's a platform for connecting with people. It's a platform for showing your support for the things that matter to you. That's the most important thing. If you replace the belief, like it just, I honestly feel like it's something that I feel in meditation, which is crazy. And it's a very woo-woo sort of thing, but I honestly feel anxiety. I feel that need to rush. I feel like I have an overwhelming amount of ideas and responsibility for writing my book well, for producing my book well, for all those choices associated with publishing and doing it in a quality way. If you replace all of that anxiety, if you question that and you say, what is it really that's causing this anxiety? That's causing my guts to feel like I need to be running, I need to be pushing, I need to be doing more to make my book perfect so that when I bring it out, it's a big, huge success. But the thing is, it doesn't happen that way. Like, you have to be engaging and recruiting people far in advance, so far in advance that they've always known, that they've always supported you, that when you finally publish, when your book is finally available, they do line up to buy it. And they've committed in advance. Maybe they've bought your book in advance. There's nothing stopping you and no reason why you shouldn't begin book sales of single copies and bulk copies, as well as sponsorship sales immediately, today. Why not? Now, before your book is published, before your book is defined, before other people can look at your book and say, oh, I know what it is. When you give them a suggestion and they go, oh, okay, this is really going to be something I want to be involved in. I want to support this. And you're giving them value in advance of publishing your book. There's nothing that can stop you. You can sell advance copies. You can get bulk buys in advance. You can get sponsors in advance. And sponsors in advance, bulk buy contracts in advance, where you're getting a deposit up front, that can help fund everything else that you have to do, all of the other marketing. If you want to be paying for advertising, my strongest suggestion is that you pay for advertising fully from earnings from your book. right? Don't spend $1 on advertising that isn't coming directly from earnings from your book. If your book is not selling enough copies, if you're not selling in the right way, if you're not making your own authority stand out so that people want to buy your book, so that they understand the value they're going to get from your book, then you really shouldn't be spending money on advertising anyways, because you're going to be wasting your money. You're going to be spinning your wheels. You'll be like a client that I had last month who was spending $9,000 on ads for his book to make, $10,000 or $11,000, and not even in book sales, but in page reads. That's really spinning your wheels. That's incredibly frustrating. So, to summarize, please just consider, if you're stressing out about publishing your book, think about how you can change that focus of your brain, change the focus of your thoughts, change the constant repeat that you're telling yourself, so that instead of focusing on publishing being the end goal, you're focusing on the journey. Every day, how can I connect with someone today? How can I strengthen my relationship with one individual person, or one type of individual person, if you really want to speak to a crowd of people? Just make sure you're speaking to one specific type of person. Right? I know who I'm talking to today. You know, if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. Right? Question: are you focused too much on publishing? The problem with focusing too much on publishing is that it is the shortest and cheapest, freest, and easiest, and least in stone part of producing your book, publishing, of becoming a best-selling book author. It's just one sliver of the entire journey. And if your entire focus is on that one sliver of the entire journey, you're setting yourself up for a ton of disappointment. And I see it all the time with authors who come to me because their book is already published, but it's not selling. And they didn't do any promotion in advance. And they're not doing any regular promotion now that the book is published. So there are ways to change it. Very ways that are, oh gosh, the word falls out of my head. There are ways to do it that are unconventional, that are unexpected, that are unusual. They're different, really. They are different, and they're better. They're better than what every publishing house makes money off of you wanting to focus on being published, right? So they take that belief that you have in your gut as a book author, and they play off of it to get you to stay focused on being published, because that's where they make money. They don't make money in showing you how to promote yourself before or after. They don't have the money to take the time and the energy to show you how to promote yourself before and after. They need you to learn how to do that themselves. And the authors who traditional publishers are giving contracts to, those authors, those are the ones who are promoting themselves actively. So I'm kind of off to the side of the camera. Isn't that interesting? After 15, 20 minutes of talking to you. So that's my point for today. I just want you to think about where your focus is in this entire journey. You're sacrificing a ton of your life, a ton of your time, energy that you could be putting into other things, money that you could be putting into other things, could be other hobbies, could be other relationships, could be into your career, could be into sales in your business. But you've got it committed into your book. And so I really, truly, sincerely want you to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. I refer to this very often with clients and with people on my shows as the authoring journey, where you are and how do you enjoy it, whether you're being challenged by people that you really don't like, and taught new things by those uncomfortable situations, or you're really sailing along smoothly. There's lots of opportunities. I really want you to join my free group, Book Publishing, Sales, and Promotion Secrets for Authors and Entrepreneurs. I also have my private paid mastermind community, which I'm really excited about. Authors are getting so much amazing value, and I'll be sharing more information about that in the upcoming weeks. The beta group of authors, I still do have a second round, B round of beta authors available for Hey Bestseller. This is where you mastermind with me and other book authors about promoting your book every single day. Doesn't matter whether your book is published years ago and not selling now, not selling satisfactorily, or you're just not feeling it. You don't have your mojo, your book author mojo. You want to get your mojo back. Come join this group. We are dreamers. Absolutely. If you're not a dreamer, then this group will not be a fit for you. If you don't have the ability to change your thinking and your beliefs and try something that is uncomfortable to get a different result, just try something different in order to get a new result, to be surprised by the result, to learn and to grow, then this group won't be a fit for you. But if you're the DIY kind of author that I've been having so many awesome conversations with in other groups, and in my own group and in private messages and on my profile here, if you're the kind of author who wants to do it yourself, if you, like if you're previously a blogger or podcaster, or if you have self-published already and gone through the publishing process, but now you really want to take responsibility for engaging with your audience to improve the results and the enjoyment that you're having, then reach out to me. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me in DM or comment on this video. And thank you so much. See you next week.